Welcome back. Well, NLC India, that's the next company on our radar. They reported a good growth actually for the past quarter. 22% growth in lignite production in the first quarter. Even coal production was up by close to around 35% odd. Mr. Prasanna Kumar Motupalli, the chairman and managing director of NLC India, joins us on the show. Hi, sir. Good morning and good to see you. When I went through your release, you're quite happy with regard to the performance that you've delivered. And you'll have also highlighted the stock move, in the past quarter, which is good news. And your shareholders will want to know what's the guidance from here on. So let's get a couple of basic numbers out of the way. What's the lignite production target as well as the coal production target for the entire fiscal? It's been a fantastic start with a 20 to 35% growth. What do you end the year with in terms of an absolute number?
Good morning. As you rightly said, quarter one is an outstanding quarter for the NLC India. There is an all-round improvement in the performance over the last financial year. Our coal production improved by 35%, lignite production by 22%, power generation by 10%. And this is mainly because of whatever constraints were there last year for lignite production, coal production. Those things have been addressed. That is the reason why this performance in the quarter one is excellent. And our coal production target for the year we set at 16 million metric ton compared to 12.5 million metric ton last financial year. So with the production levels we achieved in the quarter one, we are hopeful that we will be achieving the more than the targeted production of 16 million metric ton. And our lignite production target is 24 million metric ton. And seeing the production levels in the quarter one, we will be able to maintain the production target which we set for lignite production. Similarly, there is a substantial improvement in the performance of the thermal power stations also, and our generation levels improved by 10%. So we are hopeful to achieve the target of 32 to 35 billion unit in the coming financial year, next financial year.
Okay, all right. So we've got the coal at 16, lignite at 24, and the power generation will be what for the year? I missed that number. And out of the total power generation, I think renewable is close to around 10% approximately. You can correct me on that number. And how do you see the renewable part of that business shaping up?
Exactly. What you said is right. Last year, our generation was at 25 billion unit. Out of that, around 10% is from renewables. This year, we are targeting for 35 billion units. Out of that, around 10% would be from renewables.
Okay. So how can you tell us about any upcoming projects or expansion that you plan in NLC's power generation capabilities over the next, say, 1 to 2 years? What are we looking at?
Our Ghatampur thermal power station, which is having 3 into 660 megawatts, all the activities have been completed. One unit already oil synchronization is done, and it is on the verge of declaring the commercial operation. We are expecting that in the month of July. Similarly, the unit number 2 also we are expecting by October, and unit number 3 by March. So in the current financial year, the entire capacity of 3 into 660 megawatt, the commercial operation will be declared and it will start generation commercially. In addition to that, our Pachwara South coal block, which is 9 million metric ton, that is also expected to start its production in the current financial year. Our Tarabera thermal power station, the 3 into 800 megawatt, which was the foundation stone was laid by Honorable Prime Minister in the month of February. All the activities are in fast progress, and the geotechnical activities are going on. So we are hopeful that we will be progressing and commissioning the project within the time schedule committed.
Okay. All right. What about the renewable capacity, sir? What is the current capacity and where is that number headed? And I think last time we were briefly discussing about some value unlocking in that space. When does that happen?
As on date, we are having 1.4 gigawatt of renewable capacity, both solar as well as wind. And we are targeting to increase this four times by 2030. So already actions are in pipeline, and already we are having 2 gigawatt of renewable capacity in pipeline, both solar and wind. 600 megawatt in Gujarat, 800 megawatt in Rajasthan, and 50 megawatt wind in Gujarat, and also another 300 megawatt in the state of Gujarat. We are targeting to become a 6 gigawatt renewable power capacity company by 2030. And as you rightly said, for asset monetization of renewable assets, we formed a 100% owned subsidiary, NLC India Renewable Energy Limited. And we are in the process of transferring these assets of 1.4 gigawatt to that subsidiary. Then subsequently, it will be monetized.
When will it be monetized? Some part of this year, sir? By the end of this year, given that you have these ambitious plans to take it from 1.5 gigawatt to 6 gigawatt. So sometime in 24-25, do we see some kind of value unlocking?
Maybe in the last quarter of this current financial year or the first quarter of the next financial year, that will be completed.
Will you look at an IPO or will you look at diluting some stake?
Yes.
Which one, sir? Will it be an IPO?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, IPO expected by quarter 4 of FY25. Got that. Just for the company on the whole, what's the guidance for the coming fiscal? I think you were guiding for around 15,000 crores of revenues and margins in the vicinity of mid 30%. Is that correct?
Exactly. That is correct.
And final question before we let you go then. The regulated equity is, I think, at around 9,000 crores odd. And you were looking to take that regulated equity to around, I think, 24,000 crores by 2030. But in the near term, that's in FY25, FY26, what does the regulated equity move to from around this 9,000 crores?
See, our Ghatampur thermal power station, which is going to be commissioned in the current financial year, with that, our regulated equity moved from this 9,000 crores to around 12,000 crores. And going forward, with the addition, further addition of mines and power generation capacity, finally we are targeting 23,500 crores regulated equity by 2030.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for your time. Great speaking with you, and appreciate you joining us here, sir. Good luck. That's NLC India with perspective. Now,